Hello everyone. I hope all of you are fine. As in the previous video on the lecture, we have completed chapter number 5. So today we are starting with chapter number 6. And about the test of chapter number 5, I'll tell you when I'm going to take the test. So right now we are starting with chapter number 6, lines and angles. You can refer the book NCERT. So before starting lines and angles, the exercises, we should go with this each and every definition, which will help us to understand this chapter. So it will be an introductory video where I am going to explain you some of the definitions related to angles, related to the angles formed by different lines, or the things which you have read earlier in 6th, 7th, 8th grades. Okay. So there will be a quick revision also of the previous things. You have to write it in your notebook. See, it's lines and angles. Lines, they can be line segment, they can be simple lines, okay, which do not have any endpoints, and they can be angles. So angles, let us study about angles. Let's write angles. Or earlier you can write the meaning of line also, but I don't think so. It is required. So I'm writing just angles. What are angles? Or we can write here what is an angle. Have you ever gone through with the definition? When two rays originate from same point, then it forms an angle. How? See this? It's a one. I am just making one ray, and second ray is also originating from this point, same point. Okay, so there is a gap between these two lines. This gap is known as angle, that I have marked with red. Okay, the gap between the two lines is known as angle, which is measured in degrees. Fine, so there are various types of this. So let us write here types of angles. So first, acute angle. Acute angle. So in very simple word, we are simple sentences we are going to write this. Okay, acute angle, as you know that acute angle is less than 90 and more than 0 degree. So we'll write here more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. So this much is sufficient, I guess, to understand the meaning of this. And for this, I can make an angle this way. Oh, okay, then one more. What is this? An acute angle. This is an acute angle, more than 0 and less than 90 degree. Okay, next, right angle. Equals to, I know many of you are aware of all the things here. Equals to 90 degree. This is just a quick revision. Then obtuse angle, more than 90 degree. less than 180. More than 90 and less than 180. So this is 90. So I'm making angles also side by side. Okay, and what is obtuse? How obtuse look like? Just wait, or no, sorry. Let me make it again. So this way we can make an angle of more than 90 degree, means and less than 180, obtuse angle. So this is a bigger angle, this is smaller angle, this is just 90 degree. Okay. After this, the fourth, straight. I'm just writing in an order from smaller to bigger. Straight equals to 180 degree. Okay, so for example, starting from this point, okay, this is the line, and the other line start from the same point, and will come like this. It will make us a straight line, and the center and the point is here. So this is full 180 degree. Okay, after this, fifth, reflex angle more than 180 degree, less than 360 degree. And how to make this? This is reflex angle. Okay, this is more than 180 and less than 360 degree. So after this, let us write the last, complete angle. So these are all the types of angles equal to 360 degree. And it is like line from here going this side, and 360 will not be like this, not here, not here, not here, not here, just on this. So another line will also lie on this, the other line also on this. So this is 360, means full 360 degree. So this way, types of angles, this topic is over, and we can write further more definitions other than this. Just write, after this, draw lines. Okay, something like this. And then starting with some more terms. For example, just write angle bisector. You can write here terms. Okay, in this chapter, these terms will also use angle bisector. What is angle bisector? Let me give you an example for this. Hmm. Now the angle, this is this angle, and I am making a line passing through the center of this angle. Okay, this line, let me give the name A, B, C, and D. So this line BD, or you can say this ray BD, is the angle bisector of angle ABC. Means this is a bisector of angle ABC. This divides, this ray divides this angle. Means this full angle marked with red pen. Okay, this full angle is divided into two parts. Suppose if this is 90-degree, then this will become 45 and this will become 45-degree. So a line which divides an angle into two equal parts is known as angle bisector. Okay, so here ray BD bisects angle ABC. Therefore, BD is angle bisector. Okay, or definition you can write like this: line which divides. It is just an example, and after that definition you can write this: line which divides an angle into two equal angles. Okay, that is an angle bisector. Is called angle bisector. Bisector means to divide into two equal parts. Bisector only means to divide into two equal parts. Okay. After this, the next term B, we can write here complementary angles. Complementary angles. Now, what can be complementary angles? Just right here. Uh, Two angles are complementary. Two angles are complementary if their sum is 90-degree. If their sum is 90-degree. So, in the same way, we can write supplementary angles. Do not forget the terms. Okay, these terms will help you to gain 1 mark. In 1 mark questions, no, can come. So then two angles are said to be supplementary, if their sum is 180-degree. Okay, so after this, let me see, this is an introductory video where you have to write these all definitions, and with the help of these things, no, these all angles and all, let us move on to further important concepts. Right, important concepts to be used in the chapter. Now, first, so the first term now is vertically opposite angles. As you all are aware of this, All this, no, vertically opposite angle, alternate angles, corresponding angles, linear pair, co-interior angles, adjacent angles, so means all are very important. We have to use all of these things: angle sum property, exterior angle property. All these things will be used in the exercise to solve the question. So we are writing now the most important concept which will be used in the chapter. So vertically opposite angles, no need to write the definition directly, we are going to understand it now. What are vertical opposite angles? Suppose there is a line this way, there is one more line this way. Now we have these angles A, O, B, C, D. Here, and this angle means angle AOC, or we can say angle COA. So will be equal to angle DOB, or we can say BOD. So angle AOC is equal to angle BOD, because we say them vertically opposite angles. If there are two straight lines intersecting each other, then always these opposite angles are always equal to each other. Okay, in the same way, this angle is equal to this, means angle AOD is equal to angle BOC. Okay, because vertically opposite. So with the help of vertically opposite angles, we can prove these types of angles equal, means if there is a cross and these opposite angles. Okay, let me mark it. uh, this and this, and the same way, this and this angle. Okay, moving on to the next. After vertically opposite angles, alternate interior angles. In alternate interior angles, no, there is a criteria, means there should be a parallel line first of all. So let me draw two parallel lines. So let us assume that these two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, let us draw one more line passing through these two lines. So this line, this red line, is intersecting these two blue lines. Okay, so now how will you be able to see alternate interior angles? So always remember one thing, you can write here the formation of Z. There should be a formation of Z like this or like this, means these shapes will help you know what is alternate interior angle, or like this, and like this. Okay, just rotate Z at any angle. Okay, and these two lines know of Z. See, I am just zooming it to let you know these two lines, no, this and this should be parallel to each other. Line this and this should be parallel to each other. This is the condition. Line this and line this should be parallel to each other. This line and this line should be parallel to each other. And after all, this angle and this angle of Z, these interior angles of Z, are what? These are alternate interior angles. Now this way you have to identify where the alternate interior angles are given in the question, in the figure. Okay, so these are the alternate interior angles. If you have understood, you can write in this way if you want to write for your understanding in your notebook. So here, how will be able to identify alternate interior angles? See, there is a formation of Z, and these two lines are parallel. See this full line is parallel to this line, so these two lines are parallel of Z. So we can say that this angle is equals to this. These are alternate interior angles. So we can let me name it angle 1 and 2. So we can write angle 1 is equals to angle 2 because of alternate interior angles. And one more formation of Z is there, which you can see this Z, where this line is parallel to this line. Fine, and here the angles are, this and this. In the same way, 3 and 4, let it be. So angle 3 and angle 4 are also equal. Okay. So these are alternate interior angles. So this way you have to consider the formation of Z. So this is also the formation of Z. There should be two lines, one line passing through it. Okay, after this, the way I have written here, alternate interior angles, no, we have alternate exterior angle also. Exterior angles. So let me take this again, the same figure. Let me rub some of the things. Shock. Now see this. See, there are formation of Z. This way also and this way also. Now look here. This way we have a formation of Z. Just look at this Z. Okay. This way there is a formation of Z. So this and this angle are alternate interior angles. So what are exterior? Just the adjacent angle. See this angle and this angle. Again, I am marking the interior angle. This is, these are interior, and leave this angle, go with the next angle, this, and leave this angle, go with the next angle after this. These are exterior. Okay, the angles which are inside these two lines, these are interior, and exterior will be outside of the line. So we have to go outside of this line, that is this is exterior, and outside of this line it is this is the line, and outside of this is this angle. So these two are exterior angles. Consider this, just learn the shapes how I am making it. So this angle and this angle both are exterior to each other. So angle 1 and 2 here are alternate interior angle, exterior angle, that's why they are equal. So here also this angle, let it be 3, and this angle let it be 4, because no, see this and this angle are alternate interior angles. So adjacent to this 3 and adjacent to this 4. So 3 and 4 will be equal to each other. Just make the figure in your notebook, you will get to know how alternate exterior angle exists. Whatever we are studying, no, see this, first angles were equal, second angles were equal, third angles were equal. So these are all the cases where angles are equal to each other. Okay, in the same way we are doing the next part, which is fourth part, related to corresponding angles. We call it corresponding. Now what are these corresponding angles? Again, just make two lines, same way, one more line parallel to this line. So in corresponding angles, in alternate interior angle, in alternate exterior angle, in all these angles, no, there should be a existence of parallel lines. So these lines are parallel to each other, line this and line this, and this line intersects these two lines at these 2 points. Okay, so what are now corresponding angles? You have to look at one side, means there are two sides. One is this side of this line, and the other is this side of this line. Okay, similarly this side. So there are two sides of this line. If this line is known as transversal. This line is known as transversal. Earlier also I have drawn the transversal line have two sides, the left side and the right side. Okay, now I am talking about the right side, means this blue color. This angle just on the parallel line, and this angle, it is also on the parallel line. Okay, just see the things clearly, very clearly. This angle just lie on this line and this angle lie on this line, and these two lines are parallel to each other. So angles on a parallel line we can say, but they should be on same side. I mean, if you're talking about the right side angle, see, if you're talking about the angle on this line on the right side of this line, okay, then here also you have to look at the angle on the right side of this line. So that's why we can say that this angle 1 is equals to angle 2. These are corresponding angles. In the same way, just look at the orange side, the left side. If I am saying that this angle is on this parallel line, and in the similar way this angle is also on this parallel line, but both are on the left side, so these are also equals to each other. So angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Now more corresponding angles. See this now. Okay, this, the angle exists below the line. In a similar manner, angle exists below the line. So these two angles are 5 and 6 are equal to each other. So we'll write here angle 5 is equals to angle 6, because both should be on parallel line or both should be below parallel line. But it should be either on the right side or on the left side. Okay. So now we can say that, let me take the different color. This, this, and this. Let it be angle 7 and angle 8. So angle 7 is equals to angle 8 because of corresponding angles, and these two angles also lie on the same side, means left side, and both are below the parallel lines. Okay, so the criteria of looking at the corresponding angles is they should exist, they should lie on the lines or below the lines, but they should be on the same side. I hope this is clear. After this we have the another, now right here, linear pair, which might be you are knowing. So in linear pair, no, angles will not be equal, they will make a sum of 180 degree. It makes sum of 180 degree. Okay, so taking an example, so there is a line segment and a line falling on this line segment. Okay, and we can say these are the two angles. If you remember the types of angles, no, here I have written this straight line. Yes, no, straight angle. So straight angle is equal to 180 degree, like this. Okay, straight angle is equals to 180 degree, just straight. Okay, here also it is like straight angle. See this, from here to here. Okay, but there are two angles individually, one this side, one this side, and the other this side. But these two angles, if we will add, it will make a sum of 180 degree. So let this angle be 1 and let this be 2. So I can write that angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degree. Why? Because of linear pair. So linear pair makes the two angles sum 180 degree if they lie on a straight line. If they lie on a straight line, then only it is possible. Not with any two angles which are adjacent to each other. These two angles are adjacent, but they are making 180 just because the line is straight. If this line is straight, then only it is possible to make the sum 180 degree, because it based on straight angle. This concept is based on straight angle. Okay, now next, co-interior angles. For co-interior angles also there is a need of parallel line. So a line, then again a line, and these two lines need to be parallel to each other. Then one more line passing through this, and there should be a formation of C. For co-interior starts with C, there should be a formation of C, and C in this way, like this. See this, C, or we can say C. So these are inside the parallel lines. Okay, interior of parallel lines. So for example, this angle and this angle on the same side, interior 1 and 2. So here 1 and 2 are not equal, but they will make a sum of 180 degree because these lines are parallel. The same way, this C, 3 and 4. So 3 and 4 will also make 180 degree because they are co-interior angles and the lines are parallel. So these are the basics we have studied today, we have discussed today. Okay, so many things you have to write in your notebook. Other than this, we have two properties. One, angle sum property, which you know. Angle sum property, first, of a triangle. Uh, it is all angles makes sum of 180 degree. This is a triangle, okay, and of a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral, you know, a four-sided figure of a quadrilateral. All angles measure, or all angles makes, not makes, just write make sum of 360 degree. Very simple. Then 8, exterior angle property of a triangle. This is the last topic for today. Exterior angle property of a triangle. So what is this exterior angle property? There is an triangle I have made. Then so I have extended this line. Which line? The A B C is a triangle where BC is extended till D. Now this angle, no, this angle has a relation with these two interior angles. Leave the angle with this angle, means the angle adjacent to this, means angle C we have to leave, but this angle will be equal to the sum of these two angles, means angle 1 will be equals to angle A plus angle B. This is exterior angle property of a triangle. So these all things will be used in the chapter. So I hope you have understood. Write down in your notebook so that it should be very clear while doing this chapter. I can't explain the things again and again, okay, in the chapter. So that's why I have given you the introduction, what we are going to do in the whole chapter, in the all the three exercises of the chapter. So it's over. So your homework is to write all definitions in your notebook. Okay, bye. Take care.